going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I know at the end of last week's video I kind of gave you guys a schedule for the next like 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I'm just letting you guys know it kind of didn't go down that way. It's a little update, couple of updates. I got the flu the weekend that I was supposed to play in the Shamrock Open, so I didn't play. Khalif went and played and had a good old time and played pretty well, but I stayed at home. I was sick. I then had a coworker and a really good buddy of mine pass away at the young age of 27. So I've been kind of dealing with that and emotions and all the things that, you know, come with loss of life too early, I guess you could call it. So this is the first time I've been out to a field to play since the Alamance County Pro-Am. But I've still done my putting videos every day except for the one day I had the flu. And I've still been kind of working on the mental game and the mental side of things, maybe some form stuff. So today we're out here at Blue Park. I'm at hole 18, which is the longest hole in the course. We're gonna do some field work, do some very specific field work. So I'm gonna set myself up at 100 feet, 200 feet, 300 feet, and then my max distance right now, which is about 350. And I'm gonna throw every disc in my bag. You guys are gonna see all the discs because my bag has changed a little bit too, so you guys will see everything that's in here. I'm gonna try to put everything within circle 2, you know, 30 something feet. That's the plan, at least. And you guys will see the form change that I've been working on for the past couple weeks, but it's probably been about a week since I found out that I was doing this form change. You guys will kind of see what it looks like and how it works and all that good stuff. But I know you guys don't want to hear me talking the whole time, so we'll go ahead and get into it. I'll go ahead and set myself up at the first station, and yeah, we'll go from there. All right, guys, so I'm set up here at 100 feet. You're facing the wrong way. I'll point you that way here in just a second, but the discs I'm going to be throwing, I bought a new cache because I lost my cache, so I actually got 2 new caches, so boom. I've got the Shaman, I've got Chief OS, I have got the Samson, and I've got the Astray. So we're gonna throw all of those. My backhand form hasn't changed at all. It's still the same, but it's my forehand and tomahawk form that has changed a little bit. I'm also gonna throw, I forgot about this, I'm also gonna throw the Vibe at tomahawk. So yeah, everything else is pretty much the same, except for my forehand and tomahawk form. So
all right, guys, so I know a lot of this video is going to be me talking. I did throw a bunch this day. I didn't record everything, but these throw-in putters that I've got here in my approach discs is something that I'm very confident in moving forward with my game. I'm very happy that I have a cache back in the bag. The Astray is a great overstable backhand disc. I can throw it forehand. It's just a little bit better for backhands for me. And then the Samson, obviously my forehand approach disc that I really needed to lock in there, and I've been working on it. It's getting a lot better.
all right, guys, so we move back to 150. I'm throwing all the same discs again, except I'm adding 3. Not that one. I'm adding the rope, new disc in my bag, the flip, which is a different flip, this is still a flip, and then my tomahawk eat.
So I do want to say that I'm kind of sitting, like as I move back, you guys will, I'll tell you, but I'm going uphill as I move back. so it gets a little harder to get these putters there, especially this little headwind. It's kind of like a wind tunnel almost on this hole, so getting the putters there was a little rough. But the mid-ranges and stuff were fairly simple, fairly easy to get there. The rope, brand new rope, I love this disc. It's just stable enough to where it's not going to burn over when I throw it. Great compliment to the flip. I'm so excited that has been approved and that we have this disc now. It replaces my Element, so because the Element was a little touchy. If I ripped hard on the Element, it would turn over, but not with the rope. The rope's a little bit more stable, which is what I was really looking for. But yeah.
All right, guys, so that was a pretty good round of 150, so we're gonna go ahead and back up to 200. All right, guys, so I will say this entire time that we're throwing uphill, so I'm taking into account the grade uphill that we're going. It's not too bad, but it's still, you know, still pretty uphill. As we back up a little bit, probably when we get to 250, 300, I'm probably gonna go a little up on this hill right here, so it's not so uphill. But right now I'm throwing pretty uphill. I don't know if you'll be able to tell from the camera, but yeah. Anyway, let's run it back. All right, guys, so after going down there and kind of looking, there's some discs that I don't think are gonna be able to get there at the 200-foot uphill range. If I was flat ground, no wind, probably, but 200-foot headwind uphill, probably not. No on the Shaman, no on this, it's too overstable. The Stray, no on this either. No on the Chief OS, too understable with the headwind. And no on the Cash. Cash was probably the closest out of all those four, but it's still a 40-footer, give or take, maybe. So yeah, we're gonna throw these three again: the flip, the Samson, and the rope, and try to get them somewhere close. I think these would be the discs I would pull out of the bag anyway for a shot like this. But yeah, let's give it a look.
So I would say this slot in my bag, this slot of 3 discs, is probably the most comfortable I've ever been with a slot of 3 in my bag. They all complement each other extremely well. Understable to neutral to overstable, and I'm really loving it. I think my approach game is getting to the point where I need it to be for the season, and hopefully it just keeps getting better.
Alrighty, we've backed up to 250. We're on flat ground, so that's good. Probably not going to throw the Samson here. Just a little too overstable to push that far. But what else I'm going to throw is these 3 discs. I'm going to throw the Tyrant. I'm going to throw the Adventurer. It's still the same one. I just like the purple one a little bit better than the green one. That's it. That looks sick. And then a new disc in my bag, the Cyborg. I'm going to throw this thing too. This is a understable 7-speed. Something that I've kind of figured out that I kind of need a little bit. So we're going to throw rope, flip, Tyrant, Cyborg, Adventurer.
All right, so I apologize. As I move back, it's going to be a little bit harder to see the full flight of the disc, and that's on me. I wasn't really paying attention to my camera settings, but things, throwing those 5 discs are great. Now I'm very comfortable now with my 7-speed lineup. Tyrant right here, super overstable. I can throw it hard and it's going to fade every time. The Adventurer, just a flat, straight disc, and it flies forever. I love the Adventurer, and it doesn't burn over. It will burn over if you throw it too hard, but little hyzer flip disc, right straight, and then the Cyborg, right pushing the whole way.
All right, guys. So after about 45 minutes of trial and error, I think I finally found a form that isn't so different from my last one, that gets the job done. in the way that I needed to. I'm throwing these 6 discs at the basket, about 315, 320 maybe away, with a lot of stuff on the left side. We're gonna see if it works. I feel pretty confident about it after those last 6 or so throws. But yeah, I'm throwing Chandler Kramer thread, Diablo blade, Hooligan vibe, and then 2 Hooligan yeets. One is the Vision yeet, and the other one is a Alpha yeet that I bought, an old Drew Gibson one that I bought and died. So yeah, we'll see how good this goes. I have 0 distance right now, so it's also cold and it's kind of windy out here, but you guys know that already. We've talked about it already, so yeah, let's see.
All right, so the thread is a little bit more overstable than the numbers give off. I'd probably have to say it's a 9, 5, -1, 2, or maybe a -1, 2.5. But if it's pretty good with the Diablo and the blade, works pretty well together. So the reasoning for the vibe in here is just an understable distance driver. It's just something that I wanted to try and just haven't had the chance. And coming out here to the field and throwing it, I love it. It turns real good, goes really, really far. And then the reasoning for the 2 different yeets is, 1, to keep things less complicated, and 2, the Vision plastic is a little bit less stable than the Alpha plastic.
All right, guys, so that's gonna do it for today's video. I know it was kind of meh, but with everything I got going on and trying to get myself in the best playing shape for the season, it's gonna be a little meh. But either way, that's gonna do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like that, like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell. I post every Friday. You know when it's next week's post. The next video you guys will get will be of the march to the creek, and then I have no idea what's coming after that. So we'll probably play a course or something. Yeah. Anyway, we will see you next Friday.